Hey guys, this is Joe again with another how-to origami tutorial. This tutorial will teach you how to make the Origami Water Bomb, also known as the Origami Balloon. So start off with the water bomb base. So you're going to fold it in half, diagonals, and lengthwise. Okay, so those are the diagonals. Now lengthwise. Alright. Now I always mention this in all of my origami tutorials. Must use sharp creases. Sharp creases will give you better models. Everything nice and even and perfect. Okay, so now the next steps are going to be very similar to how you make the origami bird base, but slightly different. So choose the side that you don't want to be your outside. So for me this will be the pale yellow side. And instead of grabbing a diagonal mountain fold, you're going to do a mountain fold on one of the length folds right here. Okay, so mountain fold up a little bit on that crease you made, okay, and then press down in the center. It should pop out, or pop in rather, when you press down like this, and that'll allow you to fold it, squash it down just like you would if you were doing the bird base. Alright? So once you bring it down to this, recrease to make sure it's all nice and perfect and flat. Alright, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see closer what I am doing. Okay? So now it should look like this. You're going to take the first layer. Notice there are two layers here, the bottom layer and the top layer. So you're going to take the top layer right here and you're going to fold this corner up to the very top point, right there. Okay, nice strong crease there. And you do the same on this side. Only the top layer corner goes to the point right here. Okay, this is the result. Flip it over and do the same on the other side. Okay, now it should look like this. And you notice it kind of resembles the bird base, but it's actually different, obviously, but it's the same idea, I guess. So now these corners that you folded up, see right here, this is what's called a mark fold. So you're just going to make a tiny little crease, but you're not actually going to fold anything. Okay? So take this top layer and fold it down to the bottom point. Sorry, I said fold, but what I meant is bring this corner of the first layer down like this. Once it's where you want it to be, all you do is press a little mark right here. That's it. Alright, so now you should be able to see a little crease right here. I'll bring it closer so that's easier to see. There's a little crease right there where you just did the mark fold. Okay? So that is going to serve as your reference point. Alright? Now you're going to take, notice there's two layers again, the bottom one and the top one. Okay, so you're going to take your top layer and fold this corner in so that it touches right where that mark is. just like that. Okay. Good strong folds. Okay, and same thing on the other side. First layer only, and fold it in so that the corners touch. Right there, like that. Okay, so this is what the result should look like. Flip it over, and you're going to repeat the last two steps. So you're gonna take one side down, put it so that the corner is touching the bottom corner, and make a small crease. Like that. You can use your fingernail if you want to make a sharp crease, but you don't have to as long as you can see where it is. And on that mark, bring the top layer over, just like that. Okay, other side. Okay, awesome. Now it should look like this. Alright, the next steps are really fun. So you'll notice these little tabs right here that we just folded in. One side of them, I'll bring it closer, one side of them opens up like this. The other side doesn't. Okay? So I'm going to have it with the open side on top. See that? Okay. The open side is going to be on top. Now you're going to take this top thin layer right here, and you're going to pull it, without ripping the paper of course, pull it down and out as far as it'll go. So like right here. You're going to use your other finger to hold down this little tab that we were just playing with. Okay, so hold that down with one finger and pull this layer over it like that. Once you've done that, fold the crease. Okay, should look like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, this is an easy model, so if you mess up, it's very quick to just go back and start over again. Alright, and now with this side, you're just going to fold so that this edge right here runs along this edge. So essentially you're going to fold this triangle in half. Like that. Okay, now here's my favorite part. So take that little triangle we just folded, and push it up. Here's that tab we were looking at again. Okay? Now that part that opens up, stick the triangle inside like that. Okay? If you didn't fold this very well, sometimes it'll have a little bit of trouble fitting in there perfectly, but that's okay. I mean, this isn't a super detailed model by any means. So stick it in as best you can, press down to make sure it's flat, and do the same thing to the other side. So using one finger to hold this down, grab the first layer, pull it down and out as far as it'll go, press down, okay, and then fold this little triangle in half. Alright, bring that tab up, and then open up a little pocket and stick the triangle inside of it. Okay, now this side is finished. So, do it again on this side. Okay, now we're on the second to the last steps now. So, you're going to take this top corner, and we'll do the same thing to the bottom corner eventually, but take the top corner, and this is the only time, well, maybe the only time, but pretend like it's the only time I'm ever going to tell you not to make a sharp crease. So, take this point, and you fold it into the other triangles like this, and you can just lightly press down without actually folding. and then you can flip it over, do the same thing the other way, lightly press, like that. All it does is form a little wrinkle here, light wrinkle. Turn it around and do the same thing to the bottom. Press down lightly, unfold. Okay. Now the next part is almost as fun as the triangle in the pocket step. So you notice it has 4 parts that spread out like this. See that? So you'll notice one of the sides, let's see if I can get my camera to focus on this, but one of the sides has a hole right there where all of the sides come together. The other side of it doesn't, it just ends in a little point. So in the side with the hole, you actually want to blow. This is why they call it origami balloon. So you fill it with air. You want to blow into this hole until it inflates. Sometimes it takes a few tries or a little bit of practice, but it helps if you grab these little tabs and pull out at the same time. So blow into here while pulling out on these tabs. And it should inflate like this. Okay, so this is the origami balloon. One reason why it's called the water bomb is because you can also take that same opening you just blew into, you can fill it up with water, and for a short amount of time, well, before the paper starts to dissolve, it's a water bomb. So you can like drop it and watch it explode, fun things like that. So very simple model, but so much fun to fold. The origami balloon. Have fun. See you in the next video.